Welcome back to Bike Two-Wheel World. Today, we're taking a detailed look at one of the most distinctive machines in the modern power sports world, the 2027 Can-Am Ryker 900. This is not a conventional motorcycle, and that is exactly what makes it so interesting. With two wheels at the front, one driven wheel at the rear, an automatic transmission, a low-slung riding position, and a powerful Rotax 3-cylinder engine in its higher performance configuration, the Ryker offers an experience that sits somewhere between a motorcycle, a roadster, and a lightweight recreational vehicle. For 2027, Can-Am has given the Ryker family a significant refresh, bringing updated styling, technology, equipment, and new package choices. The 2027 lineup includes the standard Ryker, the more performance-focused Ryker Sport, and a limited-time Special Series model. Can-Am lists the 2027 Ryker Sport from $16,999 in the United States, while the Special Series starts at $19,499. Prices can vary by market, taxes, transportation, preparation, and accessories, so consider those figures as reference pricing rather than a final drive-away cost. And if you are specifically interested in the 900 class performance version, the story becomes even more exciting. The higher output Ryker configuration uses a Rotax 3-cylinder engine delivering around 80 horsepower in the 2027 Sport specification, giving this compact three-wheeler considerably more performance than the entry-level version. Can-Am has also designed the Sport around a more active riding experience, adding upgraded suspension, cruise control, and distinctive lighting. The first thing you notice about the 2027 Ryker is its attitude. This machine does not try to look like a traditional motorcycle. Instead, it embraces its three-wheel architecture. The two front wheels sit wide apart, connected by the distinctive Y-shaped chassis architecture, while the single rear wheel provides the drive. The result is a stance that looks planted, aggressive, and immediately recognizable. For 2027, Can-Am has refreshed the visual identity of the Ryker. The front end looks cleaner and more modern, while the lighting and body panels give the machine a stronger road presence. The exposed mechanical character remains part of the appeal. Rather than covering everything with large pieces of bodywork, the Ryker allows its chassis, suspension, wheels, and mechanical components to become part of the design. That gives the Ryker an almost futuristic personality. It looks more like a machine from a science fiction movie than a conventional cruiser or sport motorcycle. The wide front stance also gives it a visual impression of stability, while the low seating position makes the entire vehicle look ready for quick changes of direction. One of the biggest advantages of Ryker design is customization. Can-Am has built the platform around the idea that owners should be able to make their vehicle their own. The company describes the Ryker as having an enormous range of customization possibilities, with different panels, accessories, storage solutions, wind protection, seats, and other equipment available depending on the configuration. That means two Rykers can look dramatically different even though they share the same basic platform. One owner might build a sporty street machine, while another could focus on touring equipment or a more adventurous setup. This flexibility is one of the Ryker's biggest unique selling points. Move around to the front, and the two-wheel arrangement immediately dominates the design. Instead of leaning into corners like a conventional motorcycle, the Ryker relies on its three-wheel layout and electronic vehicle stability systems to maintain control. This creates a completely different relationships between rider and machine. The front suspension is another important part of the package. On the 2027 Sport, Can-Am highlights full kib suspension, designed to give the machine a more controlled and sporty feel. Suspension quality becomes especially important on a three-wheeler because the front end has to manage two contact patches while keeping the chassis composed through corners and over uneven pavement. The rear section is equally distinctive. Instead of a conventional motorcycle chain, the Ryker uses shaft drive. That means less routine drivetrain maintenance compared with a chain-driven motorcycle, which can be a major advantage for riders who want to spend more time riding and less time cleaning and adjusting a chain. Can-Am has also used a fully automatic CVT transmission, so there is no manual clutch and no traditional gear shifting routine. And that brings us to one of the most important characteristics of the Ryker, the riding experience. There is no clutch lever to operate. There is no traditional gear selector to manage through a series of corners. Instead, the rider controls acceleration with the throttle while the CVT handles the transmission work automatically. For someone who has never been comfortable with manual motorcycle shifting, this can make the Ryker much more approachable. The 900 class Rotax 3-cylinder engine is where the character changes dramatically. Earlier Ryker 900 specifications used an 82 horsepower Rotax 900 Ace inline 3, and the 2027 Sport is advertised with an 80 horsepower engine. That engine gives the Ryker a strong balance between usable road performance and everyday accessibility. It is not designed to be an extreme superbike, but the combination of a responsive 3-cylinder engine, automatic CVT, low seating position, and 3-wheel traction makes it an entertaining machine for open roads. The throttle response can feel immediate, especially when the machine is configured for its sportier riding characteristics. Instead of concentrating on selecting the perfect gear, the rider can focus more attention on steering, road position, braking, and enjoying the route. The 2027 Ryker Sport also adds Sport mode, which gives the machine a more energetic character. Previous 900cc Ryker models offered selectable riding modes including Eco and Sport, with Sport designed to provide sharper response and a more playful experience. You get the freedom and exposure of an open vehicle, the stability of a 3-wheel platform, the convenience of an automatic transmission, and the personality of a Rotax-powered performance machine. Add in the adjustable ergonomics, electronic stability systems, customizable panels, accessory options, and upgraded sport equipment, and the Ryker becomes a highly adaptable platform. The 2027 Can-Am Ryker Sport's approximately 80 horsepower 3-cylinder engine provides the performance enthusiasts will be looking for, while the new generation design and equipment give the machine a more refined appearance. For buyers wanting something even more exclusive, the Special Series pushes the concept toward premium territory with upgraded suspension, special graphics, and equip a V8 DRS exhaust equipment. The most important thing to understand is that this is not a traditional motorcycle review story. You don't buy Ryker because you want to imitate a conventional bike.